Well, welcome back to the channel, Ron. I'm back on the little toy trucks again, and what I've got here is I've got a little plow truck that I've done a while back, and I'm ready to step it up a notch on this like I've done on my little tractor trailer. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to retire this pattern here. This is just a single cab truck, and I'm going to make a new one with the bumpers that you see me do on the other trucks. So I'm going to put some bumpers on this, make a new pattern, and make myself a little plow truck. So again, what will happen with this is I'm going to cut it all out, cut the lines out of it and everything like that, add the bumpers to it, and add the plow, and the mirrors, and whatever else I can come up with. So let's get started. Okay, to be able to do what I want to do is I'm just going to take this piece of wood here, and I'm going to incorporate this other pattern that I made earlier on my other truck, just so I can get the bumper off it. Because the noses and everything are pretty much the same. I just want the bumpers. And I believe it's even the same length. So I'm going to go like this first. Let's see what we have. And the wheelbase is a little longer, so let's go ahead and even actually add that wheelbase to this truck too. And we'll go right about there. Looks good. And let's see what I want to do here. Let's see what I want to do. Alright, so there's my new design. Now I can opt to bring that over. I think I'm going to kind of keep the same truck, so I'm going to go like this, and I'll cut the bumper off right about there. So this is going to be my new truck. So let's take that off. So okay, so that's going to be the new style right there. And so I'm going to cut this all out. I'm going to go ahead and cut the chassis. I'm going to cut the cab out, cut the nose off like I normally do. Probably do something different with the hood. And I'm thinking about even cutting a little tonneau cover for it to put on it as well. So this ought to be a neat little truck after it's all done. In fact, what I think I'll do is I will mark that out right now for the tonneau covers. I'm going to go like that. I'm just eyeballing this. Looks pretty good. Perfect. Use the truck here as my ruler. So when I cut this out, I'm going to cut this out as well, and I'll reattach this as my tonneau cover. So for those of you that are not familiar with my style of trucks here, the reason why I cut these out is so it kind of shows the lines better. I know it's not very straight. I'm going to put this all on the sander and stuff. But now you got the cab, you got the bed, you got the front end, and you got the hood. And then this is kind of something new that I thought of. This is going to be the tonneau cover. So what will happen now is I'm going to sand this stuff all down, and then go ahead and start putting the holes for the wheels, obviously, you know, place the wheels where I think they should go. There's no real right or wrong. I mean, wherever you want to put them. Barrel that I cut in half, all I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this together and let this set, and we'll come back to this a little bit later. What will happen is once this is all glued, we'll put this on the sander and we'll kind of sand the middle of that out a little bit. So we'll let that set, and we'll come back to that later. Pretty much all where I want. I've sanded it down on the sander. Now what I'll need to do is a little hand sanding. I've started doing this on a couple of my other trucks, is I've taken the wheel itself, the normal wheel, and I've shaved off the top ever so slightly. So it just gives it more of a wheel look, I guess. And as you can see, this one here is a normal wheel, and then I kind of sanded the top down. And how I've done that, I'm going to show you, is I put this on the belt sander at an angle, and I'm basically just kind of running the belt sander sideways and just taking off that lip. I've got like a piece of wood kind of on this side, so I'm not burning myself as it's doing it, and you'll see it as I demonstrate. Back on the barrels after we've glued them and let them dry. I'm going to put it on the top of the belt sander here, and if it all goes well, I can get a little bit of a curve taken out of there. I can chew some of that out with the belt sander, and then we'll sand the edges, and then we'll go ahead and put our rigging on to hold it on the truck. Get our pin in, our plow rigging, so to speak. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some blocks of wood here. I'm just going to put it on a little bit of an angle here. Again, I'm just kind of eyeballing this. I think that looks good about there. So what will happen is I'll put this all the way through, and I'll glue that once it's dry. So what I've done is, after drilling the hole, I've glued in my dowel, and I'm just going to put this back on the belt sander, kind of sand that off and neaten it up a little bit, and we'll go from there.
As I've used the toothpicks for the antennas on the trucks, I'm now going to use them for the plow guides on the plow. So I need to drill some little holes down through each end.
Well, that came out pretty good. I'm real happy with it. Obviously, there's quite a bit of changes from the original plow truck to this one here. I love putting the mirrors and the antennas on these. Generally, the little ones are not playing with these ones. Generally, just put these ones on a shelf. These ones here, the little ones will play with those, and there's not a whole lot that can go wrong with parts falling off. So, this was a fun little project, and I look forward to working on the next one. So, thanks an awful lot for watching.